right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the grid of race number 1 at Spa. Xander has the front row with Avery Walker. Worth noting, it is Avery Walker's favorite track. Giancarlo and Yuho have the second row. Adam Barker, Mike Dolling on the third. Eric McCready and Matt Baer have the fourth row. Ed Schiller, Mark Dantuma rounding out the top 10. Ronnie Wimberly in the 11th. Did not see Dantuma take to practice. Hopefully he does take to the grid. Yep, Dantuma is on the grid. Ronnie Wimberly did get a few laps of practice in. Have not seen him grid yet either. Just trying to get a little quick look at what at Mark Dantuma's car. That Mercedes, black, red, and white Mercedes on the back row, excuse me. That is Mark Dantuma. If you have a favorite driver in the field, make sure you drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for here today. Mark Dantuma saying in the comments, this will be interesting. Waiting on Ronnie Wimberly to take to the grid. Looks like he is the last driver, but might be having some technical difficulties. Coming into today, Adam Barker still has the points lead, 14 points over Yuho currently. Matt Baer still holds on to third, 5 points behind Yuho. And Giancarlo just in fourth, just 1 point behind. Mike Dolling in fifth, almost 50 points behind, 47 to be exact. Pace car leads them around one more time when they come out of that final turn. The pace car will hit pit road and we will go racing. Lap 1 here could be extremely interesting. Heard a lot of guys talking about during the 24 hours trying to come through Eau Rouge and Rodillion. Lot of chaos. But more at the end of the straightaway into the first chicane. That's where they saw a lot of excitement. Avery Walker, Xander control the start. Pace car has pulled in. Here they come down the hill getting ready. Xander fires. Green is in the air. Race 1 from Spa is underway. The top 2 make it through clean. Let's see how the rest of the... Looks like most of the field gets single file back here. Everybody giving a lot of space in the early going. Remember, a lot of these drivers just completed the 24 hours of Spa, so they have a lot of time, know where they can push and know where they can play it safe. And it looks like Xander on the cold tires is a little squirrely coming through those first couple turns, but has the grip now. Talking about tires, there is a bit of a glitch on iRacing right now where you can kind of put your tires off into the grass and it will cool the tires dramatically. iRacing, it said prior to the 24 hours of Spa, if you're caught doing it, it is a 3-day suspension automatically. So a lot of these guys really having to be careful. Oh no, Xander gets loose. Manages to hold on. No, I think he got tapped there. Avery takes the lead. Giancarlo into second and Xander into the wall. Let's take another look. He was pushing. We saw the car a little out of shape earlier. And it looks like as he spun, there was some netcode between him and Giancarlo. As Giancarlo tried to get by cleanly. Xander now to pit road. Ronnie Wimberly did not take the grid, is not taken to the track yet. Avery Walker in the lead. Did hear him talking this morning. This is his favorite track, so expect him to be a strong contender all morning. Giancarlo working his way into second, battling side by side with Barker. Giancarlo comes through. Yuho now on Adam Barker's back bumper. McCready back up in fifth now. Doling in sixth. Matt Bear in seventh. Mark Dantuma back in eighth. Ed Schiller currently running in ninth. Xander still on pit road. He did have to take a tow, as Avery opens up a 1.5 second lead, but the battle is really on for second place. As Giancarlo, Adam Barker, Yuho still nose to tail. McCready still in striking distance. Mike Doling and Matt Bear also within striking distance. Looks like Matt Bear has a new paint scheme here this morning as well. Indeed he does. Yuho all over the back. Oh, Adam goes a little bit wide coming through there. Almost getting the wall, but manages to hold on to it. Avery Walker continuing to extend his lead now 2 seconds. Meanwhile, the lone Ferrari of Ed Schiller out back in ninth. Mark Dantuma in the Venom paint scheme currently runs in eighth. Trying to close the gap down on Matt Bear. However, Matt Bear at the moment is pulling away. However, this top group, about second through eighth place, all still within drafting distance, although they are starting to spread just a little bit. Matt now 1.5 seconds behind Doling. Doling right there on the back of McCready, and look at this. McCready one of the Mercedes this morning. That's the first time I do believe McCready we've ever seen him in the Merc. Let me check my notes real quick, because I believe McCready has been in the Audi every time we've seen him until today. Avery's lead is starting to shrink. Giancarlo is gaining on him. The gap now down to 1.5 seconds. Adam Barker, Yuho still nose to tail, third and fourth. Yuho looking down to the inside. Yuho backs out of it going into that first chicane, and Adam Barker back into third. That Mercedes power definitely a benefit here at Spa with the long straightaways. However, the smaller technical corners here might be a little bit tricky. Although, given the number of Mercedes we're seeing here this morning, I don't think it's bothering them too terribly much. Avery has started pulling away from Giancarlo again, now up to 1.8 seconds. Giancarlo has opened up 0.8 of a second on Adam Barker. Now McCready and Doling going at it. Doling in a new paint scheme this morning as well. Giancarlo had an off track a moment ago. Let's see, did he just swing a little too wide and get a slowdown here? Looks like he just went a little too wide through that section. Gets a slowdown. Seeing a lot of that going on. A lot of guys getting little 1Xs for going off track, as here comes Doling to the inside on McCready. Mike Doling down to the top 5. McCready still hanging on in 6th, staying in the draft. Mike Dolling comes into today 5th in points, but 47 points. Oh no! Dolling and McCready, they get together, and it looks like Matt Bear is going to take advantage. See if we can get another look at that. Coming down the hill, and Dolling gets to the inside on McCready. Manages to get the clean pass as they come through the final section of the track. McCready swings way wide, but has the momentum off the turn. And then Dolling just checks up mid-corner for some reason. McCready, nowhere to go coming through there. Was not expecting him to be there. And, of course, Matt Bear, right there in striking distance, manages to overtake McCready as McCready backed out to let Dolling get corrected. Yuho still trying to find a way around Adam Barker here. Both still within striking distance of Giancarlo. And meanwhile, Avery Walker has again extended his lead to over 2 seconds. Mark Dantuma up 2 spots into 11th, is now starting to gain on McCready. Dantuma currently runs in 8th, McCready in 7th, and I'm wondering if McCready possibly has some damage after that incident. He has lost a lot of time and a lot of speed, but he does not go to pit road. Not seeing any significant damage to the car. Just seems to have lost a ton of momentum. Meanwhile, Dantuma really starting to come alive. He is now going to be within striking distance of McCready, Bear, and Dolling. As he continues to gain on McCready. Yuho currently still all over the back bumper of Adam Barker, but just can't get by. And look at the guitar on the side of Yuho's car. That is a pretty guitar. I'm gonna guess it's a PRS, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It is beautiful though. Avery Walker has not had a win yet this season. Has only raced 2 weeks of the season. He raced at Hockenheim for the season opener, and then 2 weeks ago at Watkins Glen, currently 11th in points. A win today, though, with how close the points are, could move him up several positions. Xander, who's currently 7th in points, is just about 17 points ahead of Avery Walker. Giancarlo currently running in 2nd. Xander has not come back off of pit road since the incident early on. Look for him to be back in race number 2. Adam Barker has opened up a small gap on Yuho now. Actually, more than a small gap, 2 seconds. I'm sorry, Yuho has gotten past Adam finally and opened up a 2.5 second gap on Adam. Adam now back to 4th. Matt Bear in 5th as Mike Dolling all over the back bumper. Matt Bear managing to sneak by first McCready and then Dolling after that incident through the final turn. And they are sending it this morning. McCready currently in 7th, and Dan Tuma right to the back bumper. Meanwhile, Avery Walker continues to hold about 2 1/4 seconds or so out as the leader. Giancarlo in second, 2.5 seconds back. Yuho in third. Adam Barker in fourth. Matt Bear in fifth. Matt Bear comes in today third in points, looking to possibly close the gap on Yuho today. Meanwhile, this battle for 7th is probably is one of the closest on track, but also one of the most important, because whoever finishes in 7th place here will start race number 2 on the pole. Due to the field invert, that could be huge, especially getting through those first couple of turns. And as much aggression as we have seen on restarts, or on the start of race 2 this season, the end of last season was insane. There's been just as much aggression, although tempered a little bit this season. They're being a little bit more cautious than what we saw at the end of last season. But man, it has still been crazy every single race. Mike Dowling on the back bumper. Let's take a lap around Spa in Dowling's car as he crosses the start-finish line. Down the hill into Rouge, back up the hill. Doesn't even lift. In the draft of Matt Bear coming down the long straightaway. Down into the first chicane, having to baby it through there just a little bit. Make sure he doesn't lose the back end. And then back down the hill. A lot of elevation changes and off-camber turns at Spa make this a very, very tricky track. Back on the throttle, you see Matt Bear just giving the brakes a little love tap. Down the hill, and Matt Bear swings a little bit wide there. Will he get a slowdown penalty out of that one, or was he within bounds? Doesn't look like he's getting a slowdown, but Dowling managing to outbrake him into this section. Down into the right-hander, short straightaway, into the next one. And then back up almost full throttle, full speed until the final chicane. A couple of little turns in here might lift a little through here. Just a small lift. And just a small crack of the throttle as they come down to the final chicane. Hard on the brakes, almost into Matt Bear's back bumper. Both drivers hold it. Oh, Bear gets a little wiggly off the turn. And into the final turn they go. That was a lap around Spa in a Mercedes. Dowling did that in 2 minutes, 18.09 seconds. Ironically, Matt Bear had the exact identical time. Up front, Avery still in the lead. Avery's lead still holding about 2.6 seconds. Giancarlo in second. Yuho now in third. Adam Barker to fourth. Mike Doling in 5th has just come back by Matt Bear. Let's see how he did that. And we got the pass for 7th a moment ago. Doling just using that Mercedes power down the long straightaway. Sends it in. Bear tries to fight back but can't. And here, Mark Dantuma just made the pass for 7th place. If he can hold it till the end, he will he'll start race 2 on the pole. He does the exact opposite, uses that power to the outside, gets a little bit wide there, but manages to hold on to it. And then McCready shoots back to the inside. And McCready moves back into 7th. This could become a very interesting battle between these two. Giancarlo in 2nd place, 3 seconds back from Avery now. Yuho currently runs in 3rd. Ronnie Wimberly did not take the grid this morning. Xander had an early incident. Towed to pit road. Does not look like he will be coming back out. We'll see, hopefully see him in race 2. Worth noting, the track temperatures were actually pretty cool in practice. Track temperature currently 71 degrees, air temperature currently 70. But very, very humid out there as well. 92% humidity. Adam Barker in 4th. Mike Doling still in 5th. Matt Bear still in his tire tracks. McCready and Dantuma still battling for 7th. Ed Schiller currently runs in 9th. McCready and Dantuma have been battling this out almost since the drop. Actually, since Dantuma has been back there battling since the drop of the green flag, but ever since McCready's incident with Mike Doling earlier, he had faded back into 7th place, and these two have been going at it almost non-stop since then. Avery continues to lead, continues to extend that lead over Giancarlo, now 3 1/4 seconds. Yuho about 1.8 seconds back from Giancarlo. He is chipping away at that, but 9.5 minutes left. Will he have enough time to get up there and challenge Giancarlo, and will he be able to pass him? Adam Barker back in 4th. Definitely hoping these two start battling it out up there. Mike Doling currently runs in 5th. Matt Bear in 6th. Starting to lose touch just a little bit with Doling. And McCready and Dantuma continue to battle it out. Remember, the top 7 will invert, which makes the start of race 2 very interesting. And I have to think, to some degree, Mark Dantuma may be sandbagging it just a little bit here. I've seen him race road. I know he is fast. Yuho was chipping away at Giancarlo a few laps ago, but Giancarlo has started pulling away again. Now the lead 2.1 seconds over Yuho, and meanwhile out front Avery's lead still holding right at about 3 seconds. Mark Dantuma right back to the back bumper of McCready. Dantuma now looking to the outside. Can he make something happen here? Not yet. But he could be setting up McCready for the run up the hill and down the straightaway. Avery's lead has just started shrinking. Giancarlo now has knocked a 1/10 of a second off. It is now down to 2.9 seconds. Now it's been hovering right around 2.9 seconds. 6.5 minutes left. Can Giancarlo get there? Ronnie Wimberly has made it out on track with a few minutes left to go. And by doing so, once he completes a lap, he'll pick up the 10th place spot, moving Xander back to 11th. Great as always to see Ronnie out on track. Make sure you check him out on Twitch. Quad Racing, what an impressive young man he is. And 7th place has changed hands. Mark Dantuma, right on the back bumper, gets the run on McCready down the straightaway. Does he make it stick this time? McCready looks to the outside, can't quite get there yet. Mark Dantuma holds him off at least for the moment. Dantuma now into 7th. And immediately Mark Dantuma started pulling away. The gap almost 2 seconds. As they run right now, that'll put Dantuma starting on the pole for race 2. That could make for a very, very interesting morning here. Avery Walker's lead now 3.1 seconds. Giancarlo seems to gain a little bit of time for a couple of laps, and then Avery starts pulling away again. Yuho back in 3rd, 3 seconds back, 2.6 to be exact. Adam Barker in 4th, 5.5 seconds behind Yuho. Mike Dolling in 5th, almost 10 seconds back from that battle. Matt Bear had been losing touch with Mike Dolling. The gap was over a second, now hanging right at a second and possibly starting to shrink a little bit as Matt Bear may be reeling in Mike Dolling just a little bit. Mark Dantuma 8.4 seconds behind this battle. McCready 2.5 seconds behind him. Ed Schiller back in 9th. Ronnie Wimberly now in 10th. And Avery Walker, the leader, about to come and put Ed Schiller a lap down with 3.5 minutes left to go. The Ferrari obviously struggling here this morning. Ed Schiller currently runs in 10th or in 9th, but has now gone a lap down to leader Avery Walker. As they come around to take the next time by, should see the white flag. And Giancarlo continues to lose time to the leader, now 4 seconds back. Yuho in third has chopped down to about 2 seconds. Looks like Giancarlo had a couple of off tracks, but I think he just got some time penalties. Let's take a look. Just swinging a little too wide there. Meanwhile, Avery Walker coming around trying to complete. Looks like Ronnie Wimberly has had some problems right in front of the leader. Ronnie off the track on the right. The leader's able to get by cleanly. Top 3 quickly get by. Ronnie just holds it onto the side. Great driving. Right up by the start-finish line, waiting to see. We should see Avery Walker getting the white flag this time. There he comes out of the final turn. Let's see if we can see Barney the flag man. White flag is in the air as Ronnie Wimberly has crashed. Looked like Ronnie was already having some difficulties there trying to get the car rolling again. Oh, Ronnie trying to get it to pit road. Mark Dantuma, who was up to 7th, has gone off track and crashed. Can he hold on to that 7th spot? Oh, just loses the back end a little bit. Manages to get it rolling through the final chicane and is going to hold on to 7th. So Mark Dantuma, as they run, will start the second race on the pole. Meanwhile, Avery Walker with a 4.3 second lead is going to come around and take the checkered flag here in a moment. Avery has dominated this one since the drop of the green flag. Nobody has been able to hang with him. But now, for race 2, he is going to have to come through the field, starting in 7th. And here he comes. Avery Walker is going to win race number 1 at Spa. Giancarlo comes home 2nd, Yuho finishing 3rd. And let's see if we can get a word with our top three, starting with Yuho. Hey, Yuho, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug. I got you.
Hey, first off, did you run the 24 hours last night?
No, I did not.
So you're probably the least tired driver in the field right now.
Well, that doesn't count because I got my teenagers visiting me, so that's not true.
Oh, okay. I completely understand that. Well, it was a great race, a lot of fun. You and Adam had quite a battle going there the first half.
Yeah, it was interesting. Sadly, he lost the tail on that one corner and ended there, but he closed a couple of times the door quite interestingly. So I had to collect the big nose of the Merc out of there a couple of times.
It was an exciting race, but for the most part for you, very, very clean and another top three finish.
Yeah, Giancarlo didn't do any mistakes, so I was gaining him a couple of milliseconds per lap, and then I made a mistake and lost all that away, and then started climbing back again. So sweaty race. And let's see what happens next.
All right, good luck, man.
Cheers.
Giancarlo comes home in second place. Hey, Giancarlo, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
Hey, that looked like a lot of fun, especially considering a lot of guys were really worried about you in that Lambo this morning.
Oh, I was just as worried. There was this unfortunate, I'm looking back at it now, of turn one where Xander got loose out of Puan, and I think I just hit him out of the way, not on purpose, but really unfortunate because it was looking like it was going to be perhaps a fun top three battle, but yeah, Avery was too quick. There was no way to catch him.
That was definitely the case. Can you get through the field and give Avery a run in race 2?
I have my doubts. Unfortunately, this car is definitely not on the pace at this track. But who knows? Going through the field, I guess I'll just try to stick with him and see how it goes.
All right, man. Congratulations. Good luck in race 2.
Thank you, Doug.
And Avery Walker gets his first win of the season. Avery is Doug. You got me?
Gotcha.
Hey, first win of the season at your favorite track. How you feel?
I feel pretty good. That was solid. It was kind of lonely up there. It was a shame that Xander went off.
You guys, you really just kind of took off from the drop of the green flag. You were pretty much untouchable. It seemed like every time we saw Giancarlo chop away at 1 or 2 tenths, you just pulled 3 or 4 ahead.
Yeah, we have two very different setups. So he's got straight line speed going up Eau Rouge and up the back straight, and then in all the twisty bits in the middle, I'm faster.
Well, now you have to come from 7th place to the front. Can you do it again? Can you get the sweep today?
That's the goal. I do think I can do it. So just got to be patient and be smart about where I pass.
Well, good luck. It was a great start to a great first race, and looking forward to an exciting second one.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Avery Walker wins race 1 at Spa. Now we go to race 2. The top 7 invert, and now Mark Dantuma, who had a lot of speed in the second half of the race, is going to be up front. Whereas Avery Walker will have to start from 7th place. So a lot of fighting to get through up to the front in this one. It is definitely going to be an interesting second race. As we've seen the end of last season, the first part of this season, the restart for the start for race 2 is always exciting. Guys that are at the back trying to make massive moves to the front very, very quickly. We saw last season Matt Bear pull it off at Interlagos, having the perfect start at both races. Won the first race and then shot from 7th place to the lead in turn 1 at Interlagos for the second race, going on to win it. Will something like that happen again here today? Can him or another driver come from 6th, 7th, 8th place and shoot their way to the front as they come down that front straightaway or down the back straightaway into the first chicane. It's going to be an interesting start. Drop your predictions in the comments. Let's hear who you think can pull this one off here. And can Mark Dantuma, in his first ever week with the GT3 NSS, come from the pole and pull off the win here tonight? More drivers than usual out during the 5-minute warm-up period between races. I'm willing to bet we have some adjustments going on and a faster second race. On to race number 2. The field is inverted. Mark Dantuma and Matt Bear have the front row. Mike Dolling, Adam Barker on the second row. Yuho and Giancarlo have the third row. Avery Walker, McMullet, McCready have the fourth row. Ed Schiller and Ronnie Wimberly rounding out the top 10. Xander starting in 11th. Xander was one of the fastest in race number 1 until the back end of the car went around on him. Can he make a comeback here in race 2? Waiting for all the it's funny, the front row is the only ones not gridded now. Just waiting on Mark Dantuma and Matt Bear to get the grid. Matt Bear is known for sending it on a start. Can he pull it off again here? Dantuma did not take the grid. Mark Dantuma was scheduled to start on the pole, does not take the grid, so move Matt Bear up into first. Mike Dolling will start right beside him. What a strange turn of events we have here. Matt Bear and Mike Dolling now are on the front row. It looks like Matt Bear is going to take the front row to himself here. Here we come out of the final turn. Matt Bear will control the start. And down the hill, Matt Bear has fired. Green is in the air. Adam Barker quickly picks up 2 spots into second. Dolling back to third. Yuho into fourth. And Mark Dantuma does start from pit road. Not sure why he gave up that pole starting position. Here comes Yuho already looking to pick up some spots. Side by side with Dolling and Giancarlo back behind, but watch Avery Walker in 7th very closely. He thinks he's got a shot at this one. McCready already picking up a couple of spots as well here. Matt Bear out front has Adam Barker right there with him. Yuho now in 3rd. Dolling in 4th. Giancarlo in 5th. McCready in 6th. Ronnie Wimberly having a bit of a battle here with Xander, as Xander's already picked up a couple of spots. And here comes McMullet trying to look for a pass on Giancarlo. Couldn't get there yet, and now has Avery all over the back bumper. Meanwhile, Matt Bear and Adam Barker out in front. Yuho in third, 3/4 of a second back. Mike Doling in fourth. Avery Walker looks for the move on McMullet. Can't get there yet. Oh, he gets there. Looks like Eric McCready has a problem through that final chicane. Matt Bear continues to lead, trying to open up a gap on Adam Barker. And look at this, Matt Bear already trying to break the draft down the straightaway. Bold move this early, and we've got a battle as Giancarlo goes by Mike Doling. Giancarlo did say his car does not seem to have the same pace that the other drivers and other cars have here today. I'm going to call BS on that because Giancarlo's already up a couple of spots, up into fourth place. Avery Walker now up into sixth, looking to sweep the day, but he is already 2.5 seconds back from the leader. He has got to get busy if he's going to get up there and contend. And Matt Bear is definitely not making it easy to get around him this morning. But Adam Barker is now there. Yuho is now there. And Giancarlo just 9/10 of a second back. Yuho already looking for second place on Adam Barker. Cannot get there. Adam holds him off. That Mercedes power combined with the draft here has been huge all morning long. Yuho just set the fastest lap of the race so far. Lap times are actually down. Let's take a quick look at the track temperature. Still 71 degrees track temperature, 70 degrees air temperature, so no changes in the temperatures whatsoever. And Adam Barker's going for the lead. He's got to run to the inside on Matt Bear. Matt still trying to fight back, gets a little wobbly. Adam manages to clear. Adam Barker to the lead for the first time this morning. Matt Bear in second, now has to deal with Yuho. And Giancarlo's back in the picture. Avery Walker also right to Mike Doling's back bumper. Mike Doling, as we've documented, one of the best defensive drivers there is out there. Avery's gonna have a tough time getting by him, and he has to get by quickly while these guys are battling to have a shot at sweeping the morning. Yuho still trying to find a way past Matt Bear, has not been able to do it yet. Oh, gets a little move to the inside. Matt has to tap the brakes. It was just enough. Matt a little wide, goes off in the dirt, manages to hold it, but that opens the door for Giancarlo. Now Giancarlo's into third. Here comes Doling. Can Avery take advantage? How many will get by? Mike Doling manages to clear, but Avery has not been able to get there yet. Avery now shoots by. Doling down to the inside on Giancarlo. Now he's stuck on the... Oh, Avery... McMullen is around. McCready is around as Avery Walker moves back into 5th. Let's see what happened. Looked like there might have been a little bump and go there. Everybody right on the ragged edge through here is everybody trying to get any advantage they can. And it looked like Xander was right there. Eric had to check up just a little bit to avoid the cars in front of him. Xander nowhere to go. Avery now into 5th place. Said he was going for the sweep this morning. Thought he could get it done. Dolling now looks to the inside on Giancarlo. They are side by side. Oh, it gets a little close there. Oh, Dolling gets into his back bumper while they battle it out, and Giancarlo goes a little bit wide there, opening the door. Avery couldn't capitalize at the moment, but he is right there in striking distance. Meanwhile, Adam Barker has opened up almost a 1-second lead on Yuho. Yuho now 1.3 seconds ahead of Giancarlo. Mike Dolling back in 4th, Avery in 5th. 3rd, 4th, and 5th still nose to tail. Matt Bear currently runs in 6th, right there with him. Xander, who wrecked out of race 1, started in 11th for race number 2, already making his way up to 7th on the back bumper of Matt Bear. This battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th is getting exciting. Avery shoots to the outside. Can he get a run here? Giancarlo shoots, gives him some drafting help, and Dolling sees the open door, tries to fit. This battle may come down to who wants to drive in, who thinks they can drive in and outbrake the other. As we go to the straightaway, this is where the Mercedes has had the advantage all morning. And as they continue to battle it out, now Xander has gotten past Matt Bear, is up into 6th, and starting to run these guys down as they battle. Avery looking to the high side. Dolling moves to block. Giancarlo now to the outside is, look at this. Mike Dolling goes by Giancarlo. Dolling now to 3rd. Giancarlo back to 4th. Has Avery all over the back bumper. Oh, Xander gets a little squirrely right behind as he catches up to Avery's back bumper. Coming out of the corner, looked like he got a little too much of the curbing. But now 3rd through 7th place are all nose to tail. One mistake could end somebody's day. Or there could open up a big opportunity for one driver. Yuho has gone to the lead. He had been working on Adam Barker for several laps. Let's see what happened. Down the long straightaway, Mercedes power and the draft. Yuho gets down to the inside, going through the first chicane, right on the back bumper, just slips on by. And that is not only the battle for the lead, that is the battle for the points lead, as Adam Barker came into today with a 14-point lead over Yuho. Yuho finished 3rd in the first race. Adam finished, I believe, 5th in the first race, so Yuho picking up a few points in race 1 and now looking to make up some more in race 2. Avery Walker has been passed. There was quite a battle back behind while we were looking at the... As Avery Walker and Xander went at it, let's take a look at this battle. They battled through the chicane and drag race down toward the final turn. Xander manages to get the nose ahead going into the final turn, and Matt Baer tries to look to the inside and can't. Meanwhile, Giancarlo and Mike Dolling have been battling it out. Dolling still holding on to third. Giancarlo trying to find a way by. And now they have Xander and Avery both in that fight again. Xander only completed one lap in race number 1, looking to make a comeback here. Everybody swinging a bit wide through this section of track, trying to carry as much momentum as possible. Meanwhile, Yuho out front, 0.7 of a second over Adam, but Adam is gaining on him. Dolling in third, starting... Oh, here we go! Xander looks for a pass on Giancarlo. Sets him up perfectly into the final chicane. Xander's around. Oh, he clips Avery as he goes by. Giancarlo gets by into 4th. Now Matt Baer back into 5th. Avery Walker in 6th. Xander back to 7th. Ronnie Wimberly is in 8th. McCready in 9th. Mark Dantuma in 10th. Matt Baer came out on the lucky end of that issue, picking up a couple of spots he had lost earlier in the race. Halfway through, and this race has not disappointed. Adam is caught back up to Yuho. Mike Dolling in 3rd, Giancarlo in 4th, trying to reel them in. They are 2.5 seconds back. Giancarlo did say the tighter parts of the track he had a little bit of an advantage, but the high speed straightaways, not so much. He's struggling to have pace here this morning. Mark Dantuma scheduled to start on the pole here, decided to start from pit road. Is actually gaining on McCready again. And Ronnie Wimberly out here for this one. Curley runs in 8th. Started in 10th, starting to pick up some spots. Matt Baer is starting to pull away just a little bit from Avery and Xander. Yuho and Adam out front now have a 2.5 second lead over Dolling. Over Dolling and Giancarlo in 3rd and 4th. Matt Baer back in 5th, alone in no man's land, and Avery Walker, Xander working together seem to be gaining on Matt Baer. Now the lead now down to, or the gap now down to 1.5 seconds. Hey, good morning, David. That is a good question, as here goes Xander past Avery Walker. Xander now back into 6th. Yuho still has the lead over Adam Barker. They continue pulling away from Giancarlo, who's now gotten past Mike Dolling. And they're pulling away from Matt Baer, but Matt has 2 hard-charging BMWs back behind as Xander and Avery continue to close the gap, now down to 1.3 seconds. Ronnie Wimberly, Eric McCready continue to battle for 8th. Mark Dantuma trying to close that gap back in 9th. Ed Schiller in 10th. The Ferrari definitely does not have the pace this morning. Yuho in the Mercedes, definitely an advantage on the straightaways, but Adams, that BMW's handling takes a big advantage through the turns. You see how much he closes the gap up through that final chicane. Giancarlo has had a problem. There he was battling with Mike Dolling down into that final chicane. Dolling looks to the inside. Oh! Little problem on the brakes for Giancarlo. Dolling manages to get by. You saw him bobble a little bit when he first got on the brakes. But that Lambo just completely lost it going into that final turn. Giancarlo now back to 5th. Matt Baer up into 4th. Fifth place Giancarlo, 6th place Xander, and 7th place Avery Walker, now all nose to tail as Xander tries to find a way past Giancarlo here. And will he be able to clear Giancarlo? Definitely fighting back. No, Xander cannot get by. Not giving up yet, though. Xander all over Giancarlo's back bumper. Hey, Jared, how you doing, buddy? Hope you are doing well, feeling better. Mark currently back in 10th. Had the option to start on the pole, but chose to start from pit road. We'll have to ask him about that at some point. Yuho and Adams still up front. Adams still staying about half to 3/4 of a second behind, depending on where they are on the track. Dolling in 3rd now has over 4 seconds in either direction. He's 4.1 seconds behind Adam Barker, 4.2 seconds ahead of Matt Baer. Matt Baer definitely about to be in trouble. Giancarlo, Xander, and Avery all are there. Ronnie Wimberly and McCready battling it out. Well, glad you're home, Jared. Hope you get to feeling better very quickly, bud. Matt Baer about to have his hands full. Giancarlo shoots to the outside. Matt trying to hold that inside. Oh! And it looks like all 3 of them sneak by Matt Baer. Giancarlo to 4th, Xander to 5th, Avery to 6th. Xander still trying to find a way back by. Mike Dolling in third, still 4 seconds ahead, but Giancarlo and crew are gaining on him. Something has happened to McCready, and now Mark Dantuma moves up to 8th. Let's see what happened. McCready and Ronnie Wimberly have been battling it out for a couple of laps. Oh, McCready just goes wide into the grass, hard into the inside wall. Dantuma slips by there. McCready gets back up to speed, but looks like the damage to the car pretty significant. He pulled over, toes to pit road. Mark Dantuma now 5 seconds behind Ronnie, but is gaining on him. Yuho has pulled away from Adam by just a little bit. Just over 1 second is the gap. Dolling in third has not gained any ground on the 2 leaders. And Xander has had a problem. Xander battling it out with Giancarlo through that final chicane. Oh, looks like him and Avery get together again out of the final chicane. And Xander had such a great run in race 2, but obviously comes to an end here early. Avery Walker has had an issue. Several drivers slipped by Avery as well. He was on Giancarlo's bumper trying to pull up and just loses it through the chicane. Matt Bear comes by. He gets it turned around. Ronnie comes by and move Avery now back into 7th. Adam Barker now up into 2nd place, still on Yuho's bumper. Mike Dolling in 3rd, Giancarlo now in 4th. Matt Bear in 5th. Ronnie Wimberly now up to 6th. Avery Walker into 7th. Mark Dantuma in 8th. Mark now gaining on Avery Walker. 5 minutes left in a 2.7 second gap. And Yuho just set the fastest lap of the race. Adam Barker also just set his fastest lap. Just a few hundredths of a second separate them. Mike Dolling in 3rd, Giancarlo in 4th, and Matt Bear in 5th. Every time Matt Bear has been passed today, something has happened. He's been able to regain several spots. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Matt Bear's been a bit of both here today. Mark Dantuma continuing to reel in Avery Walker. Will he have enough time? Ronnie Wimberly currently runs in 6th. Ronnie looking for his first top 5 of the season. He is still 8.6 seconds behind Matt Bear. Giancarlo currently in 4th. 4.3 seconds back from Mike Dolling. Unlikely to catch him this morning. And Adam Barker in 2nd, still trying to reel in Yuho. Not only is that the battle for the win, that is the championship battle, as Adam had that 14-point lead over Yuho coming into today. This is liable to close up the points battle dramatically. Yuho coming out of the final turn. Next time by, they will get the white flag. Yuho's lead now 2 seconds over Adam Barker. Mike Dolling in third. Giancarlo in fourth. Matt Bear in fifth. Starting to see significant gaps between the top 5. Ronnie Wimberly in 6 is pulling away, or is actually Avery Walker is starting to gain on him. Under 3 seconds now. Mark Dantuma was starting to chop away at Avery Walker, but the last lap or so, he has lost a lot of ground. That gap now 4.5 seconds. Ed Schiller in 9th place, just riding along, but despite the Ferrari not having the same speed here tonight, just by sheer luck and hanging on to it, sticking with it, he has picked up several positions throughout the day. Xander out of the race in 10th, McCready out of the race in 11th. Adam Barker in 2nd place, just not able to close the gap. Now the gap is 3 seconds. Mike Dolling now 5 seconds behind him. Giancarlo was gaining on Dolling for a little bit, but has now stabilized that gap. Matt Bear holding on to 5th. Ronnie Wimberly currently running in 6th. Avery in 7th. Mark Dantuma in 8th. Ed Schiller currently running in 9th. Does look like we got the white flag for Yuho last time by. Looking to see. There it is. The white flag is in the air for Yuho. A 3-second gap on Adam Barker right now. He just has to keep it clean. Adam currently in 2nd, Dolling in 3rd. Giancarlo in 4th, Matt Bear holds 5th. Ronnie having a great comeback here today in 6th. Avery Walker in 7th. He is 2 seconds behind and gaining quickly on Ronnie, but may not have the time to get there. Avery actually, since the start of this lap, has chipped away over half a second. He is really sending it here, trying to pick up that one more spot. As they come through the final section of the track, Yuho just a couple more turns to go. The lap traffic will not be an issue for Yuho. One more turn for Yuho. Down into the final turn. And Yuho will pull it off. He will win at Spa. Adam Barker comes down the hill, will come home in second. Oh, Mike Dolling is around. Jean, I think they forgot where the start-finish line was because it's actually down yonder. Well, it looks like Dolling finishing third, upside down. Adam Barker in second, Yuho in first. Let's see if we can get a word with Mike Dolling. Hey, Mike, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, how you doing?
Hey, pretty good. Congratulations, a third place finish, and now you've totally wrecked your car.
Yeah, I think Avery I can thank for that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. There were some good battles out there today. I really enjoyed it. I kind of did what I said I was going to do, just try and stay clean and clean up.
Yeah, you definitely did, especially in that second race. Staying clean just kept you out of trouble. It seemed like everybody made an attack on you, but just couldn't pull it off today.
Yeah, it was good. There's some really good side-by-side racing out there today. It was brilliant. And early on, there was like 4 of us all battling, or 5 of us all battling really close together. It was good racing out there today. Really, really good fun. I loved it. It was good. Happy for the 3rd place.
Well, congratulations, man. Another podium
Cheers,
finish,
Doug.
a great points day.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Mike Dolling comes home in third. Let's see if we can get a word with second place, Adam Barker. Adam, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, really good. I thought you were going to hold him off for a little bit.
Oh, he was so quick. Like as soon as that Merc gets in the draft, he was all over me. Euro was just a little bit quicker today. I had a little bit of maybe a bit of false hope when I got in his draft. I could keep with him for a little bit, but yeah, second's pretty good. Not much more I could have done there.
Well, it does look like it's going to tighten up the points battle between you two guys. It's going to make for an interesting rest of the season after this one.
Yeah, it'll be super interesting, super tight as well. So we'll see what happens. Continuing.
Well, congratulations, man. Good luck going into next week.
Thank you.
And Yuho pulls off the win. Hey, Yuho, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
A third and a first this morning. You definitely closed the gap on Adam in the points, and you had quite a dominant performance here.
It was really fun race, and we were very close on our lap time, so it was really, really tough. Adam drove really well and consistently on the race, so I had a hard time breaking the draft on him. So really cool race.
I have to say, when you speak of lap times, you and Adam both ran the fastest lap of the race. He ran his fastest lap as well on the same lap, and the difference was like 8/100ths of a second. You guys were extremely close in lap times.
Yeah, I agree. And Adam didn't really do any mistakes, so it was really hard to kind of find how to catch him and kind of pass him on it. So, but really, really fun.
Well, another win this season. Congratulations, Yuho.
Yep, thanks. Cheers.
Yuho gets his third win of the season in Spa, and after some of these guys having ran their 24 hours, then run a doubleheader here, I'm willing to bet some of them are going to take a nap. Don't forget to tune in for BRR tonight. You're not going to want to miss any of that action. It's going to be a great night of racing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Have a wonderful night.